Hello and welcome to today's video where we will be making chapati, East African chapati, which differs slightly from the Indian chapati. It mainly differs with the ingredients. Some Indian recipes might include sugar or milk. Let's get ready to make them and look at the ingredients. The ingredients are, we have 500 grams of all-purpose flour, 10 grams of salt, some cooking oil, preferably a neutral oil like canola or rapeseed oil, and some water. Now, the amount of water and oil is not specified because you might use more or you might use less depending on your flour, which I will explain later. Just for reference, for my type of flour, I needed about 300 millimeters of water. So that means it was about 60% hydration. We will start by adding the flour, followed by the salt. Mix them well with your hand to disperse all the salt into the flour. Add just about a tablespoon of oil, not all of the oil, just some of it, and slowly start to incorporate the water. Once the dough starts coming together, add more water. Continue mixing and kneading with your hand until you have a dough like this. Whatever happens during the kneading process, don't be afraid to add a little more flour if you see your dough sticky. That's what I did. Once your dough comes together, cover, let it sit for at least half an hour. Let's start the process of shaping the dough into balls. Now, this is where the extra cooking oil comes in handy. You might find it easier to oil your hand when dealing with a slightly sticky dough. You can shape the dough into balls by turning them in a circular motion on a flat surface like this. Or you might find it easier to shape the dough using both hands like this. Once all the dough has been shaped, it's now time to cover and let it rest again for about 15 minutes. Now it's time to shape the chapati into the flatbread that we are used to. In this step, it's very important to oil the surface and your hand. To assist myself in shaping the chapati, I am using a small dough roller to help me shape it into the round familiar shape. You can definitely use a roller like this, or if you're more skilled than me, you can definitely use your hand to make it as big as you like. Once your dough is round shape and well oiled, it's time to head to the stove to fry it. First note about the frying process: your pan needs to be on low to medium heat. Second note, you don't need to add any oil to the pan. Your chapati should be well oiled to fry on both sides. Depending on the thickness of your chapati, it should not take more than 2 to 3 minutes to cook on each side. What you should be looking for is those brown bits on the bread. Those brown bits. It's a fried dough, so you should be getting those once you turn it. Once you have the dough looking like this on both sides, it's time to remove it. For those who like to see those layers chapati, I will now share my method of making them. Start by oiling the surface well, and then taking your dough and shaping it into an elongated shape, just like a rope. Try and make it equal on all sides, so it doesn't have one side thick, one side thin. Try your best to make it all equal. And then what you want to do is tie the rope around your finger, just like that. What you need to do now is squish this down and flatten it into a round shape using your roller. Now, there are many methods around that you can make those layers chapati, but this is the simplest one I found out, and it really works. Final note on the layers: don't get too caught up on making them. Whatever you do, this is a fried dough. It's gonna taste great. With honey, cheddar cheese, or any type of shredded cheese you like, heavy cream, and my favorite, with fried scrambled eggs. You can even serve it as a dessert if you like, with some powdered sugar on top. If you ever made this recipe before, let me know your favorite way of serving down in the comments. If you have any questions or comment, please feel free to leave them below. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next video.